Gotta do better, right? Because I know her parents didn't teach her that, but come on, bro. Y'all sitting there like y'all house ain't never been dirty before. That's why I be looking at y'all sometimes like,
but what the hell, boy?
y'all niggas tripping, bro. All of y'all know y'all house get dirty too, bro. But let's continue. So this is what Blueface came out with. You know, he made a statement. I guess he made her record it. I'm just confused how this ninja got that much control from the penitentiary, but let's get it.
Hello, world.
And for those of y'all who can't hear, I'm going to stop and say what he said. So first he said, hello, world.
This is a message for Chrisean.
This is a message for Chrisean.
Gina Malone. I accepted you back in with open arms.
I accepted you back in with open arms because she appeared homeless, blah, blah, blah.
So you can get on your feet.
So you can get on your feet.
Ultimately, for my son to get on his feet.
Ultimately, for his son to get on his feet. So that's good that he wants to be a daddy now. And shout out to the fathers of America who step up into their kids' life. Yes, sir. Let's continue.
I offered you money just so you could solely focus on our son taking his first steps before.
All right, so he said, I offered you money. He said, I offered you money so you can solely focus on our son's taking his first steps before whatever time frame. And shout out to Disco to Mulatto and shout out to Black Love. They said that's the difference. The difference is there's a difference between dirty and filthy. Okay, bars, guys, bars. You right. You're right. There's a difference between dirty and filthy. Okay, I get it.
His second birthday. I don't need you. I don't know what this jewelry heist ransom story you got going on is about.
All right, so he said, I don't know what this jewelry heist story you got going on. Basically what he's saying is she tried to air him out and she was talking about how she had upon the jury. And I was telling y'all earlier, shout out to all the E's in the chat. And the E's are the women, the Adam are the men. Yeah, ladies, y'all gotta kind of hold it down for the ninja. Like, when you with a dude, like, don't air the business out. Like, yeah, if y'all going through it, bro, don't let the world know, bro. It's no need for the world to know because the world not gonna make it better. Even if somebody willing to help you, don't make it public, bro.
But if you have the funds to get your own space, you're more than free to do that. I thought I was doing you a solid, you know.
Okay, so he said if you got your own money, get your own spot, you could go do so. I thought I was doing you a solid. And right now in the chat, we got 89% of people wanting Blueface to help her get her own, or in comparison to 11% of people saying work it out for Junior. And I'm in between, right? I have mixed feelings because, like I said, y'all never convinced me, even though it's not working, y'all never convinced me to not like stay together to try and find a way to do something to make it work for the kids. Because if you do the co-parent thing, your kids are going to live out of a backpack for the next 18 years. Now, if that's something you want to do, I get it, but it's gonna add some detriment to your child, whether or not you're aware of it. And it's not my place to tell y'all how to do, because everybody is grown at the end of the day, right? So I'm not perfect. I done made mistakes too. I'm not saying it's the wrong thing, but I'm not saying it's the right thing. Let's continue.
You were homeless, so I gave.
Hold up.
Now he found.
All right, so he said you're homeless, so I gave you a place to lay. And this was her trying to air it out. Here we go.
5 people. But it's like, it's out of spite. Like I don't know what he on. Like, I'm telling him, God is telling me this and this and this and that. He don't want to listen. But the last time I didn't listen.
All right, so look, I got to stop it right there because I said this earlier, and I'm going to say this again. Don't bring God into this.
But what the hell, boy?
God did not do nothing, bro, because when you was with Tatum, shout out to that ninja Tatum, Titan, whatever his name is. She was with Titan. She was with another rapper, and then she was with the other ninja that unfortunately passed away. Rest in peace to that ninja. His name is Ronnie, because they told me in the chat this morning that his name was Ronnie. You was having the time of your life, bro. So now you want to spin the block. You can spin the block, but if the ninja don't let you spin the block, you can't get mad, bro, because you had Titan. What is his name? Tatum. You had Titan. You had Ronnie, and then you had the other rapper ninja. Shout out to Black Love. Black Love said they toxic and it's annoying. Stop going back at this point. Exactly, bro. Now look, I speak from this situation because I've been in this situation before. So I've been in toxic relationships where we was breaking up and getting back together every other week. I've told y'all before, well, shout out to you who are new here and don't judge me, please. We listen and we don't judge. There was a point in time where I was dealing with 2 girls at the same time and they knew about each other. Ninja, I was tripping, Ninja. I was tripping. And I would break up with one and get with the other one, and then break up with that one and get with the other one every other day or every other week. And they knew about each other. And it was the most toxic time in my life. It took years off of my life, people. And I realized looking back, I was young and dumb and I liked both of them, but I should have chose whoever I liked more. Whoever person that may be, right? I should have chose that person and been with that person, or I should have just remained single. At the same time, we all putting each other through trauma. Ninja trying to air me out. One girl trying to air me out on Twitter for everybody to see. Another girl trying to air me out on Facebook, talking about I'm taken by this ninja, putting my full government name. I'm sitting here like,
But what the hell, boy?
I'm sitting here like, you need to leave. Sitting here like, man, I feel uncomfortable. But yeah, like I said, I had to learn from that situation, and that's the thing. They got to figure out where they stand, and even if it hurts, be willing to let each other go. Shout out Black Love. She said, let me guess, you started to break up so you could go to the other. Nah. It wasn't even like that. It wasn't even like that, Black Love. I'll explain another time because today's not about me. Shout out to Disco to Mulatto. She said, F staying together for the kids. They the ones traumatized. But that's the thing though. I personally feel like her, what's the girl name? Jaden Alexis. Shout out to Jaden Alexis. I feel like they're gonna have to all figure it out and be one big happy family, bro, because when you lay with somebody and make a baby, bro, y'all gotta figure it out after that, because you're gonna be in each other's lives at least for the next 18 plus years, because you gotta help your kids grow into the individuals they need to be. So you could break up the family or you can come together and raise the family like a village. It's all good, Black Love. It's all good. Shit, we listen, we don't judge. Here we go.
And when we broke up and he didn't have no money to fucking facilitate the bills. So, all right, cool. I'm back in the picture. I'm like, shit, I'm finna go get your chains. I'm finna go do this and this and that. Like, we finna, like, you know, get back together, but I'm finna make it right. Like, all right, I'm back to paying the bills and fuck it. He like, I don't need the money. I already got the money now in a different location. I said, all right, cool. Well, but like,
shout out to Disco to Mulatto. She said facts, co-parenting. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. And even in this situation right here, where she started talking about the change and stuff, I get that. But it's like, bro, some things you put on the internet, some things you're not going to put. Because you can't let everybody know everything that's going on. Because let's say you're going through it. Guys, when you're going through it in life, if you tell everybody in the world, guess what? You're a target. This is just how I feel personally. Take it with a grain of salt. At the same time, this is for entertainment purposes only. I am an entertainer, but sometimes y'all might hear some truth to what I'm saying, right? So yeah, you don't want to let the world know that you're struggling, because there's people that's watching you as a target already, and they're gonna want to try and either manipulate you into doing something you don't want to do, or maybe put you in a position you don't want to be in. And that's why I don't really let nobody know what's going on. Like, all my stories I tell y'all about, they already happened. The situations have been solved for the most part. You know, I'm past that point, so I could talk about it and laugh about it and look back on it and reflect on it. But like current shit that's going on, y'all don't really know too much about what's going on with me. I mean, my life is kind of boring now because I'm trying to elevate. So I'm in the, you know, I'm doing the building blocks right now, right? But past that, I don't let people into my business. And you know, it turned a lot of people off too. And I'm here to tell y'all, man or woman, it's okay, bro. Like, turn people off, because people don't need to be in your business like that. In a society where everybody's business is public, keep some shit private. So yeah, like, you know, I meet people all the time. Shout out to Black Love. She said they not just putting their business out. The people, they putting out the shit so people can talk about them. Nobody was checking for any of them in months. And this the thing. You're right about that. That's facts. That's facts. But I think what it is too is to gear up to make a play. But that's why I say you got to kind of be careful what business you putting out. So I think they're putting all the information out, because when Blueface come out, and I said this in an earlier stream, this ninja gonna make a couple $1 million because they're gonna ask him about what happened in prison. Think about it, guys. And this is where we start taking the black pill to peel back the layers of the industry. So all the shit he went through in prison, he's gonna make money off of all those interviews. All the new music he plans to drop, he's gonna make money from all that music because he has a solid fan base. All the money from touring, he's gonna make that money off of touring. All the money from merch. Now, like I said, him, if Jaden come back in the picture, if what's the girl name, Chrisean, if they all come back in the picture, bro, they about to make a bag. They about to make a bag. They about to make a bag. Because what it comes down to, and you know, I've discussed this in other streams as well about sports, like even sports is not sports anymore. It's not about who's the best. It's about the story and it's about entertainment. It entertains the people. Shout out to Disco. She said they getting paid right now. We talking about them. It's sad that regular people want to be like them. Facts. Shout out to Black Love. She said, please don't drop no music. And what it comes down to, I think the young generation want to be like them. Because I remember when I was younger, I ain't gonna lie to you. Who did I used to look up to? When I was younger, bro, I mean, I'm gonna use A$AP Rocky as an example. All these ninjas weirdos kind of now, but shout out to A$AP Rocky. When I was coming up as a youngin', when A$AP Rocky first started popping off, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I wanted to be just like A$AP, bro. Cause like, bro, dark skin ninja, the girls is going crazy for A$AP Rocky. I'm like, this the first dark skin ninja. I'm like, bro, who is this ninja? I knew all this ninja music. I wanted to dress like the ninja. I'm like, yeah, I'm pretty Flocko too. Ninja's looking at me like,
boy, what the hell, boy?
and I'm like, bro, I want to be like A$AP Rocky. I couldn't be like Drake because Drake light skinned. So I was like, yeah, I seen A$AP Rocky. Who else? I wanted to be like LeBron when I used to play on a basketball team. I used to literally model my game like LeBron. And that's what I'm saying. So the young generation want to be like them. The older generation looking back at them like, damn, I remember when I used to be like that. Like, I was tripping. Like, this girl need help. Or the dude sitting there looking at Blueface like, damn, I remember when I used to be thugging and shit, mobbing through the streets. You know, I'm looking like, damn, I know what this ninja going through. When you got them girls on you and you know you can have your way out here, you got to kind of just, you know, you got to make power moves only. So that's how everybody looking at it from all perspectives. You feel me? So that's where I say it's like they got to kind of, like, yeah, they putting a story out, but it's a good story. And that's why everybody's gravitated towards it, because we want to see what happens. Some people want them to get back together. Some people want them to not be together. Some people want them to fix it. Some people want to see the baby grow up. It's all that shit. Shout out to Black Love. She said, look at these fools. Let's continue. We got to pull up them pictures.
I don't know what everybody like tripping about, you know? Like,
oh, you know, baby.
I took off for a whole year and some change because.
And that's the thing. That's where it's like, you ain't take off a year and some change for him. Not to put it in that perspective, but he kind of made you like, he made you big. So y'all fucking with each other. When y'all start dealing with each other, you turn into this big person. So you kind of need him. And that's why I say it's kind of like a parasitic relationship. Like, they need each other to keep pushing their shit because they was together. First it was Blueface, then she came into the picture. Now they fan base kind of like mesh with each other. So if they both dealing with each other, they fan base going crazy. Here we go.
Now he followed. For some reason, it didn't work out. He wasn't loyal. I wasn't loyal. I fell off. Boom. You know what I'm saying? We fell off with the relationship shit. Whatever. All right, cool. I just don't like how he's trying to put me in a position to go up against certain people when, like, certain people is not here for us. They not protecting us. They not making sure we straight.
Now, this is for entertainment purposes only, right? But when she say certain people, I think she mean like Jaden, Alexis, and her crew. Like, really like Jaden. You know, Jaden didn't want to like be cool with them because they was kind of beefing. And I remember she tried to squash it on Twitter, and then Jaden had kind of cussed her out, if I'm not mistaken. So that's where she like, oh, you know, she ain't trying to be, you know, part of the whole rundown, whatever they got planned or whatever. And I guess that's kind of fucking it all up for all three of them. Here we go.
Nothing. Like, that's cool. Like, that's cool. I don't care if you made up with your mother. Just have that under check. Like, make that shit right. You feel what I'm saying? Like, this lady.
And that's where I'm saying, Chrisean, you kind of in the wrong, baby. Because you got to remember, at the end of the day, all these ninjas out here know that mom is going to love you more than any other girl. I have to say it. Don't shoot the messenger.
You need to leave.
The main woman that's going to love you more than any other girl that you got is mom. So ninjas always going to look out for mom. Ninjas going to put mom first. I don't know why ninjas is like that. I mean, I get it. But it's just something in us. It's just how we're designed as humans, right? So he's going to apologize to mom. Mom got to be good. And you got to be good with mom too, because mom needs to watch Junior. And that's the whole thing. Here we go.
Is exploiting our kids, talking about our kids, all for clout, just doing stuff for clout. And it's just too much for me to like care that much, you feel me? So I'm telling him,
And also remember, guys, they got to do it for clout because that's the game that they playing. You know, it sucks because when you actually go big, like when you go famous, like you catch that algorithm. And I'm saying this to all of y'all because I always tell y'all, be careful what you do today. You don't know who you're going to be tomorrow. If you catch that algorithm for real, you can't go back to working a regular job. You know why? You turn to a target. This is what I keep trying to tell y'all. So let's say you see Chrisean working at McDonald's. Ninja, maybe not you, right? But your homie gonna be like, look at this girl. We gotta go post this so everybody can see. So you can't really, it's not safe to be regular at some point. When you get to that point, you'll know because everywhere you go, somebody looking at you like they know you. You sitting there looking at them like,
but what the hell, boy?
and they like, I know you from somewhere. And that's them telling you, oh yeah, you that girl, you that famous girl, whatever. And the same thing for Blueface. And on top of that, these ninjas is all gang affiliated. And that's why I say play square. It's okay to be square. Don't be gang affiliated. It's certain hoods you can't even walk in. They're just gonna try and poke you up and shit. So here we go.
Like the little plan I got going on. Like,
oh, and y'all answer that poll too if you ain't answer the poll.
hey, I'm finna go up. Like, we gonna be straight. I'm finna go get your stuff back. What's up? Da-da-da. He like, nah, I don't need, some reason it didn't work out.
Hold on.
He wasn't loyal. I don't need no artist. I need a bitch. Like, I need a Blueface. I was like, okay, me being a Blueface bitch is me getting money, my nigga.
Now she's right about this when she said that, right? But the problem is, and this is in terms of pimp culture, and we don't glorify pimp culture on the Blac Pill, but I'm aware of pimp culture. For those of you who don't know, I was actually mentored by a pimp. I know that's crazy.
But what the hell,
yeah, I don't know. It just happened that way. But what it comes down to is Blueface is looking for a bottom woman. For those of you who don't know what a bottom woman is, you can look it up because like I said, we don't glorify pimp culture. But I mean, I guess I'll tell you. For those of you who don't know, a bottom woman is a woman who's loyal to a pimp, practically more loyal to a pimp than she is to herself. So she has to put him above everything. If you can't be that, he doesn't want to be with you, is what he was saying when he said, I'm looking for a bitch. Big pause. Here we go.
What nigga don't want their bitch to get money while they locked up?
Oh, yeah. I forgot to say that part. Yeah, so the part where she said, I'm trying to get this money, it's like, yeah, get this money, but you can't get this money and then dip. That's the whole problem. So you want him to rely on you after you dipped and you start dealing with other ninjas. So whether or not you was giving them ninjas money, whether or not, you know, they was giving you money, you didn't get the okay from your pimp. My bad. I don't want to call Blueface her pimp.
You need to leave.
But I'm saying you ain't get the okay from me. If we real deal trying to deal with each other long term, you ain't get the okay from me. I'm not saying you have to, people. I'm just trying to illustrate what's going on in this whole dynamic, right? So you ain't get the okay from me. Now you want to go spin the block after you had your fun and act like nothing happened. It's not gonna work like that. That's not valid, as they like to say. You kind of shiesty for that, as they like to say, and I can't really rock with that. That's probably how the ninja feeling, especially sitting in the penitentiary where you got to be on edge behind enemy lines 25-8, you know, walking with your shank like this, like, oh shit, this ninja might poke me up. You know, you got to act like you working out even if you don't want to work out, just in case you got to muscle somebody. So yeah, that shit make you feel uncomfortable, bro. Don't ask me how I know, but let's continue.
Okay, we broke up. I was with other niggas, you was with other bitches. We not broken up. I changed my number. I'm not with other niggas. I'm not, you feel me? Nothing. It's all right, let's do it right though. But don't tell me sit in the house.
And the sad thing is, you don't know if he told you sit in the house for protection, but here we go. So this was the call that they had about the whole Carlissa thing. I guess something happened where he had exposed the baby. I don't know. It's too much. I don't really like to discuss it. I don't like to bring kids into it, but here we go.
Would you post Javon and Journey? Would you post Javon and Journey penis and vagina?
Yes.
You need to leave.
Goddamn, bro. Here we go.
Yes.
That's disgusting. Why would you do that? Why would you post your kids' genitals?
It's not about
Why
your
would you
reputation,
post your
it's about the
kids'
child.
genitals?
Because it's about the child, not your reputation.
So you post your child penis and vagina?
You saying fuck the child
You're
for your reputation?
disgusting. You're disgusting. No, you was just a jealous ass bitch because I was out who I was out with, nigga. You can't stomach
Who you
that.
out with?
That's cool.
Who you out with?
That's cool. You know who I was with. You put him in the caption, Blue. You're weird. You know what was going on, bro. Shut up.
So like I said, you can't be down if you sitting there exposing shit like that, you recording shit like that. I'm not defending Blueface. I'm just saying that's probably what the ninja thinking. Here we go.
It's weird. That's sick as fuck. Why would I want to be with? Why would I want to? Why would I want to be with a nigga that posted my son dick? You acting like, bro, you're acting. Nigga, would you post your?
All right, so let's bring y'all up to speed. We finally made it. All right, so look, let's get into the pictures. Let me see. Hey, y'all hit that like button. Where we at? Hold up. Let me see. Hold on. I'm gonna pull them up. Do I got them? Well, we'll start right here with the Twitch. We'll go to the Twitch and then I'll pull up the pictures. Or actually, here we go. I found it. So Blueface's team shows the condition of his house after allowing Chrisean to move back in. Now, we don't know whether or not this is true. So this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm gonna make it bigger so y'all can see. So this the house. Yeah, it's a little bit untidy, if you will. It's a little bit untidy. Shit. Yeah, y'all tell us what y'all think in the comment section. Is this defined as dirty or filthy? Put dirty or filthy in the comments, cause I don't know. Yeah, that's a little. Oh yeah.
You need to leave.
Yeah, you gotta clean up. I'm saying how it get like that if it's just you and the baby though. All right, so like I said, the house. They said they let her stay for 2 days. She been here for a few days, and this is unacceptable. Let me see. And then Blueface put Chrisean no longer lives here. So what I was telling y'all that I was confusing to me, shout out to Alberta. She said, why you need those toys? He's 2 years old. This is an excuse to go over there to get back at Jaden. Girl, bye. Hey, and that's what I'm saying. So that's where it becomes, oh, y'all don't pay attention to my DMs. Damn, I'm exposing myself here. Hey. My bad.
What the hell, boy?
Hold on. Mad Hawk. I mean, I ain't got nothing to hide. Shout out to everybody in my DMs. But yeah, that was my whole thing. So she said, shout out to Alberta. She said, why you need those toys? He's 2 years old. It's an excuse to go over there and get back at Jaden. Girl, bye. So that's the whole thing where it's like, I remember what happened with Jaden when Jaden cussed her out. So maybe she doing that to spin a block to piss her off. But that's where it's like, okay, so you say that you feel like you're competing against her. It's like, are you competing against her or are you making yourself compete against her? And this is the last thing I wanted to show y'all before we call it quits for tonight. This was her on Twitch, so that's why I was confused. This is her talking with Blueface. Let me make it bigger so y'all can see it, because this girl be acting loony sometimes. That's why I say, people, stay away from the paraphernalia. Paraphernalia is a code word for the drugs. Okay, here we go.
With just anybody, we know these people. Okay, like I don't want to argue. What?
Them people ain't never did.
Hello. It had nothing to do with the, like, what? Just getting shows done. I can get shows done. Like, I can just get things done while you locked up. Okay. Until you do have a problem with that.
That's not what I need.
You need
some. That's not what I need.
What you need?
You don't want to do what I need?
Well, okay, you want me to stay in the house?
The fuck? I don't need Destiny Child.
Money would just.
Hold up. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, that's the whole thing. And, you know, the sad reality of the situation is, hold on. The sad reality of the situation is, it's like, bro, like, you can't, like, you know, meanwhile, you know, your child can't walk, bro. And I hate to say it like that, bro. But
You need to leave.
I'm not the one who said that. That's what Blueface said. That's why he said, I wanted to bring you back to the crib so my baby can walk by the age of 2, because he wants you to be focused on being a mom. Whereas you trying to get money. I understand you trying to get money, but ladies, shout out to all the women that's pregnant and find their way to my page, right? When you drop that baby, you kind of got to go into, like, we call it, me and my ninjas call it nesting mode. Like, you got to go into, like, mom mode for a little bit. So you got to kind of, you know, you got to kind of tone down to, like, raise the kid for a little bit before you get back out here and do what you do. Even if you're making money, unless them ninjas trying to pay you some bank, you kind of got to stay at the crib and be on mommy time, right? So let's continue right here.
Take them to every booking. I'm going to take you to every booking. I'm taking you to prom. I'm taking you to prom, bro.
And they say Chrisean's flexing her Blueface tattoo and says she's taking him to prom with her. And this is where I'm saying this girl be acting loony sometimes, bro.
But what the hell, boy?
What the fudge? What the fuck? Looney Tunes, bro, in real time.
We're going to prom, bro. It's time. I don't know, no bitch tat, no nigga on the face, bro. No bitch tat, no nigga on the face while they locked up.
You need to leave.
Oh man, say man.
And then they break up and he still on the fucking face, bro. Bro, I ain't finna get sad.
Shout out to Angelique Hamilton. She said, why is she cutting him off? You can't hear what he's saying. Because she's trying to control the narrative. Y'all know how it is, man. She's trying to control the narrative. And I mean, it's okay, but it's like, how are you trying to, you know, you got to find common ground. That's the thing, ladies and gentlemen. We got to find common ground. But let me let her finish. This ninja geeking right here, boy. She
Take him
tweaking.
to every booking. I'm going to take you to every booking. I'm taking you to prom. I'm taking you to prom, bro. We're going to prom, bro. It's time. I don't know, no bitch tat, no nigga on the face, bro. No bitch tat, no nigga on the face while they locked up. And then they break up and he still on the fucking face, bro.
Damn, ladies, this just go to show you, man, when you got that, look, pretty privilege is a real thing, people. Pretty privilege is a real thing. When you nice to look at, Ninja, you could act like a Looney Tune. Ninja's gonna be sitting there just gawking at you like, yeah. So yeah, I mean, shit, I don't know. She geeking though. She geeking right now.
I ain't finna get sad.
Yeah, you geeking, mama. You geeking, baby. You is geeking. Ooh, shit. Hey, man, say, man, hit the like button, man. Y'all know what it is. It's your boy BA. That's it for tonight's show. Woo! Shout out to Tashiki. What's her name? Taseki? Shout out to her sister. Her sister fine too, but she's spoken for. Yeah, y'all ninjas heard me. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. I used to have a thing for ghetto girls. But anyways, besides the point, man, let us know what you think in the comment section. Right now, the poll, ultimately, we got 8% of people saying work it out for Junior, and an overwhelmingly large majority of people saying help her get her own. So I guess we decided tonight that she should get her own spot and handle her own business. Hey, man, say, man, shout out to the Adam, shout out to the Eves, and shout out to you if you tuned in, man. If you tuned in, you are the resistance, and you are not alone. There are pockets of Adam spread throughout the planet. We're going against the function. The divisive tactics that they use to pit us against each other will be exposed. We are not machines. We are human beings. Join the Adam Effect. Join the movement. This is the Adam Effect. Achieve things out of mind. I'm back in here tomorrow.